Today is 19th June 2026. Yesterday I went for a walk and walked for 11,000 steps, and I listened to that Freakonomics radio podcast, 2 to 3 episodes. In that, one is uh, about the social media and people's opinion about participating in it. When asked, most of the people say because of the FOMO and because of the fear of left out of the regular conversations, most of the people are participating in the social media. And if given a choice, if everyone can opt out of it, they will also opt out of it. At least 50% of the people are going to opt out of it because they don't want to be left out. That's why they are getting caught up in this social media trap. That is one. And next, there was an idea that was floating around in networks that only few people contribute to the major breakthroughs of any field, in either it is art, either it is science, either it is some other things. Few people uh, generate more outcome, or generate what can I say, few people contribute to their field more than the rest of the people. So that's why if universal basic income is started and everyone is not incentivized to work, then the fear is like everyone is not incentivized to work, so they will not work and they will become vagrants or vagabonds. That was the fear. But as per the research, they say that like Western classical music is composed by very few composers like Bach, Vivaldi, and Beethoven. Like that, very few people contribute to major of the Western classical music, and that was even enjoyed even till today. And the new classics are not being added, but they are only added by very few people. So that was the idea. And in science also, very few people propose the theories and breakthroughs, and some people, most of the people, even though they try to do that, but most of the times it was not getting recognized or something. So that was the idea that was floating around. So in that way, very few people, they will work even though there is incentive or not. They will not. There is no incentive or not. They will work anyway. They will contribute toward their field anyway. So that was the idea floating around during about universal basic income and its implementation and its associated fears of not people not contributing to the society. So that was there. And another episode I have listened to is like, is Google getting worse? I have listened to it already because the Google was developed in such a way that it has captured the most of the market in search. Google has become a monopoly, and after being monopoly, they stopped caring about the basic thing that has made them the best in the world. That is what they are saying. But Google still okay. But nowadays, when AI and search bots have came, is Google still relevant? Because yes, it is still relevant, but because everyone uses still Google services and all, and still Google search is the most used search. So Google has become worse because it shows mostly ads. Any service you take from Google, it mostly shows ads. If you don't want to see ads, you have to pay. That is their basic model. So if you pay, you can enjoy the services without ads. But most of the people do not want to do that. And is Google getting worse? Yes, yes, it is getting worse. Another episode I have listened to is about water sewage, okay, wastewater surveillance system that was implemented in US. That is like uh, in all the sewages, they take samples from all the sewages and they analyze, and they analyze for diseases, and they see if the disease can be uh, can be identified earlier, so that they take relevant measures to control the disease in that particular communities and in that particular area from where the disease is presently ongoing. So, like in every city, the, the wastewater is accumulated, collected at one plant, and they treat it, and they reuse the water, and wastage is being analyzed. In that way, all the diseases that can be identifiable are getting identified, and the necessary appropriate precautions that has to be taken, like prevention of from prevention, and other measures that can be taken are being taken there. That's a good system. It is being implemented, still in implementation phase. Some of the implementation is already done, but and some more has to be done. That is one system that was going on. And also there was so much water crisis happening in some of the cities due to Arab people, Arab countries are growing grass and desert areas of US, and exporting that grass to feed their cows. That is like ridiculous. That is so ridiculous. Like they are growing grass in one country to feed the cattle in their country. That is like rich people shit. Eh? The wastewater surveillance system is a very great idea, because if you can identify from the wastewater, you have eliminated the people in compulsing the people to testing and every other inconvenience that is caused to the people during testings and all those things. So they are just taking the sample out of communities wastewater, and they are analyzing it, and finding these diseases are being growing here, these diseases are being growing here. In that way, they are identifying those particular what is that virus prone zones, and where it has to be taken necessary measures. It is getting identified faster, and that is like the best of the worst systems. That is like the best, because normal testing of the people and isolating and all those things is like too much of a hassle, and it takes so much time. But with this system, they are able to identify those diseases in record times, and take necessary measures in record times. That is like very good in pandemic times, like COVID-19 time. They have started this, and now they are able to extend that the research into other diseases, and identifying other diseases also. So early on they are detecting it, and early on they are taking necessary measures. That's what that episode is saying. Yesterday I tried to make this video about that walking and all these episodes, but yesterday I was busy and I have not done this. So that's why today I am making this video and I am uploading this.